What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about all the supplies that I use for my business because I do get asked often, and I'm just going to share with you everything that I use to keep my business going. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer video, I think, because I am going to cover everything. I will, though, first talk about just what you need to get started, because you really don't need that much. I think a lot of people get overwhelmed and they think, well, I can't get started with this business because I need so many supplies and I don't have the money, or I don't want to spend the money. I'm here to show you that I literally started with like nothing. I started with my phone and the Amazon seller app, a box, and some 30-up labels, and that's it. My own old LaserJet printer, printed off the labels, I stuck them on, and I was done. So that's all I really started with. I didn't have anything fancy. So we'll go ahead and start simple and then get into like the fancier stuff that you might want that will make your life a little bit easier down the road. And again, my office is a little cluttered right now, but I decided it would be suspicious if my office was not cluttered occasionally, because that would mean I'm not doing any work. So at least to show you guys I'm consistently doing work, getting inventory, listing, shipping, all that stuff. So anyway, all right, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so first of all, like I said, you need your phone and you need the Amazon seller app or the eBay app, and to sign up for an account. So pretty easy to do. If you go to the website, it'll just walk you right through it. For either ebay.com, amazon.com, it will walk you through it. But that aside, you sign up for an account and you're ready to send your first shipment to Amazon. You just need a box. I do recommend the Home Depot boxes. They're really thick and they have small, medium, and large. The large is totally within Amazon standards, but Amazon doesn't like packages bigger than 24 inches on either side, unless it's like a one-off item and it's just bigger that way anyway. So just keep that in mind. The Home Depot super small boxes, the smallest ones are 18 by 12 by 12. If you're doing books, a lot of books, those fit like perfectly, about 50 pounds of books or less, just under 50 pounds of books. So those are great if you're doing a lot of books. So when we were doing exclusively books, we had stacks and stacks of the Home Depot small boxes. And then medium and large, you know, you'll just have to mix and match depending on what kind of inventory you have. So if you don't have a thermal printer and you don't want to get one yet, because they can be a little bit pricey, you just use your laser printer, your normal laser printer, and get the 30-up label sheets. You can find those at Office Max, on Amazon. I will link everything below. My links are affiliates, but you don't have to use them. Just go to Amazon and find them yourself if you don't want to. It won't be any more expensive for you if you use my link. It'll just give me a few pennies kickback, literally. So if you want to throw a few pennies my way, feel free, but if not, no worries at all. But yeah, get the 30-up label sheets. And the problem with those, though, that you'll find is if you don't use all of them, it's really hard to reuse that sheet. So let's say that you use only 20 of the 30 labels. You're gonna have 10 left over that you don't know what to do with. So you're gonna start wanting a thermal printer pretty soon. And the one I have is a Dymo 4XL, but you can get a Rollo, a Zebra, just get whatever suits you the best. And I have a lot of different styles of thermal printer sheets. I have ones for Amazon that are address size, and I have shipping 4x6 labels that I use for both eBay and Amazon. So I have that as well. So yeah, you're gonna wanna get a variety of label sizes just depending on what you're doing, and a thermal printer at some point. It just makes your life so much easier. You just peel, stick, and go. You don't have to worry about cutting, taping to your package, anything like that. You don't have to worry about the 30-up label sheets. So that's something I would recommend down the road, but again, you do not need it right away. You can wait and save up your money for more inventory. If you're doing a lot of Amazon shipments, you're gonna want a Rubin scanner. You plug this right into your computer and you can scan barcodes. It inputs it right into Amazon Inventory Lab, whatever you end up using to process your Amazon shipments. And it just saves you the time of typing in the barcode tediously, all those digits every single time. It takes forever. So if you're gonna be doing a lot of Amazon, or at least, you know, sending a shipment a week or even a shipment a month, this is a really cheap investment and it saves you a lot of time. So I would recommend that for sure. For Amazon also, you're gonna want a scale for your boxes. I'm just gonna be straight up and just let you guys know we've used our bathroom scale I don't know if I'm just cheap or lazy. It's always worked fine. We either use our bathroom scale, or I've even used this scale I use for both eBay and Amazon, honestly, because I've started to do more Amazon seller fulfilled. But this is an Accutech scale. This is what I use for eBay. I weigh my packages. It weighs up to 50 pounds, so it works for like smaller Amazon shipments. And then if I have a bigger box, I'll just stick it on my bathroom scale and I will ship it from there. So if you have a bathroom scale, awesome. If not, I will link a really good option that I have heard recommended from others for like a good Amazon scale. One that, you know, usually boxes are so big they cover up the numbers. So it actually has a cord sticking out of it that shows you the weight outside of the scale itself. So I will link that below, and honestly I should probably get it for myself. I don't know why I'm so ghetto. I just go with what I have available, and I kind of have to, like, I didn't even get this till I was like 6 months into Amazon. It was bad, so don't be me. Okay, and for Amazon, if you are doing a lot of retail arbitrage or a lot of books, like thrift books, you're gonna want a KDC scanner or a scanner like that, a Bluetooth scanner, and I'll have a picture here. The Bluetooth scanner is really easy to pair with your phone, and it has a little button on it, and you scan things with it with a little laser, and it shows up immediately. It helps you get through hundreds and hundreds of items so much faster than if you're just using your phone and waiting for it to load. And you would pair that with an app. I have a video all about how I pair my KDC scanner with my phone. It's a little bit old, but it goes through the steps, and I will link it here. But yeah, KDC scanner is essential, and if you're gonna be doing a scanner and you're gonna be sourcing books, I would recommend getting an extra phone case that has Velcro on it and putting Velcro on your KDC scanner and sticking it to it. That way you have a really easy way to swap out your phone case, get your scanner attached, and go for it and go really fast. I could not source books without a Bluetooth scanner. I'm just gonna put that straight out there. So definitely look for one of those. Get them used. They are expensive, so try to find one that's used or refurbished and save yourself a little bit of money. Okay, when you're packing Amazon boxes, you will want dunnage, and this goes for eBay as well. If you're packing like a large eBay box, dunnage, I just use craft paper. So I'll just get a huge fat roll, and I'll tear off some and crumple it up and put it in a box just to help protect whatever item I'm sending in. I don't send in a lot of dishes or glassware or things that are like breakable, so I'm not the best to tell you how to do that. But definitely if you're just doing, you know, standard things with Amazon, whatever, eBay, dunnage with craft paper is totally fine. You're gonna want some bubble wrap to wrap around any used electronics or used consoles, things that you're sending in that are a little bit larger, that are pre-owned, just to make them look good, and then some saran wrap or some plastic wrap to wrap around that to make it nice and tight. If you want, I do have another video all about how to package stuff, use electronics for Amazon, and I will link it here as well. I also use poly bags. I use them with the suffocation warning on them just to protect myself. I have big ones, I have small ones, I have all sizes. Small ones are great for like video games, small clothing items. These medium-sized ones here are perfect for all of my clothing items. I just fold them up, stick them in. It looks professional and helps the customer feel like you took a little bit of care for their item. Or for Amazon, you do need, especially if you're sending something to Amazon, it has to have the suffocation warning. You can't just do a clear poly bag. So for video games, like anything that's like DVD set or whatever, even though I don't do a lot of DVDs, you're gonna want that in the small poly bag. Let's say you find video games that don't have the original case. I have these little blank jewel cases that I use, and I stick video games in there, and then I will stick that inside my little poly bag and send it to Amazon that way. And again, I will link everything down below if anyone's curious. These are poly mailers that I get free on eBay because of my store coupon. Every quarter you get a coupon towards shipping supplies if you have a store subscription. Every quarter if you have a store subscription, you get a coupon towards shipping supplies. So I would definitely use that if you have a store. If not, these are pretty cheap, but I would just go ahead and go to Amazon and buy like a cute poly mailer if I could. Like if these weren't free, that's what I would do. Or honestly, I've gotten free shipping supplies from friends, neighbors, people who run their own businesses, have extras left over. Definitely look around because you can find a ton of shipping supplies, bubble wrap, even dunnage boxes from neighbors, friends, businesses, whatever. So make some connections and save yourself some money there, because it does help a little bit. And again, I would get boxes of all sizes, because you never know what kind of weird, like right now I have bags, I have VCRs, I have video games, shoes, like there's lots of strange size things that I have, and I need a variety of boxes to cover them. Some wide and slim, some tall and fat, you know, it just depends. Golf clubs, I heard there's even golf club shaped boxes that you can get free from USPS. Go to USPS's website, I'll link it below. You can get free shipping supplies from them, totally free ship to your door, free supplies. So definitely use those if you can, if you use USPS a lot. Just be careful, if you're using USPS shipping supplies, you have to ship priority. You can't use I can't use this priority mail envelope and ship first class or any other kind other than just this flat rate envelope. I have to pick that. So just know that before you dive into it. You're gonna want tape, and you might as well get yourself a really good tape gun, or else you will be very frustrated. So get a little tape gun. This is just a very simple one we've had for a long time. Get a good one that's comfortable and works well and doesn't cut you every single time. And get some really good shipping tape. Just nothing is more frustrating than packing up a box that's really heavy and you have crappy tape and it comes peeling off all the time and you're worried it'll even get to its destination. Get really good sticky tape, high quality, so that you don't risk it opening and making a big mess and getting damaged on the way to its destination. Bad idea. Of course, you know, this should be very obvious. You'll need a computer of some kind. A desktop, laptop, it doesn't matter, as long as you can print from it and access your Seller Central on Amazon or your eBay account from it. Rubber bands are extremely handy. Get them in every single size. Big size so that you can wrap them around shoes or shoe boxes to keep them secure without taping it down and damaging the box. I use rubber bands a lot for wrapping up electronic cords for when I am like shipping consoles or VCRs or whatever. So those are really handy. Just, it makes a nice presentation for your buyer. You also need batteries. Get yourself a little storage container that has small shelves in it, and one of those should be dedicated to just batteries. That's what we have. We have AAA, AA, D batteries, C batteries, all of them, just so we can test any electronics that come our way that require batteries. So it's really handy. Of course, if you are wanting to level up your eBay business and like be more organized, bins and shelves really, really help. It has seriously, you guys, saved me when it's come to shipping. Shipping now takes just a few minutes a day instead of like a lot longer, because I'm not digging through all my stuff or going through every coat hanger and trying to find my shipping. I now have it all labeled and all organized, and the bins and the shelves help a ton with that. Okay, when it comes to clothes, since I sell a lot of fashion, you're gonna want a shoe cleaning set and a clothing cleaning set, like things you do to clean your items, because chances are you're gonna pick up quite a few things that have dirt, scuffs, stains, threads loose, and whatever on them. For shoes, we'll cover that first. I use these Lysol dual action wipes. They have like a really rough side to them, and you can scrub the whites of shoes so they're nice and bright, or you can use a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. That helps a lot too. If you have nicer shoes, like leather shoes with like a wood sole, you're gonna want shoe polish, a shoe polishing kit. We use Allen Edmonds, that's what we really like, and edge dressing to really dress up the edges of the shoes. We have that Allen Edmonds brand as well. If you don't necessarily need to polish it, but it just needs a little shine, I like saddle soap. Saddle soap with a cloth wipes down the shoe and makes it look a little bit newer, shinier, helps heal some of those scuffs and scratches. You're going to want a suede cleaning kit, a suede and nubuck cleaning kit. Those are like for Uggs or anything suede. Has erasers in it. It's a whole kit with brushes and bristles and stuff to rub the scuffs out and to make it look clean again. Super, super cheap and totally worth it for suede, because suede can be cleaned very easily. And there's also Doc Martens Wonder Base Balm. Works absolute wonders on scratches, scuffs, anything that you have regarding like any kind of a more oily leather or suede shoe or anything like that, boot. The Doc Marten Wonder Base Balm works total wonders. And then in addition to your shoe cleaning kit, you're gonna want clothing, a clothing cleaning kit. And this is something new that I just recently picked up that fixes holes in cashmere or wool or knit. Like, you know when you have like a knit sweater and there's a hole there. This will actually fix it. It's called Bone Ash Fuse It Powder. And you can use this, I'll probably do a separate video with this honestly, but you can sprinkle it onto fabric and iron it between two, you know, iron safe sheets, and it will fuse it together so that it looks like there's no hole. I would still of course disclose that there used to be a hole, it has been repaired or whatever, but it is seriously super easy, and it can up the value of some items if you find like St. John and there's holes in it. And it really helps to have some fusing powder to fix that so that you can get a little more for it. In addition to the bone ash, you can also get a sewing kit. I have this little, I love this Velo Star sewing kit. It has everything in it. Has like needles and all the threads I would need, small scissors and just measuring tape. Really, it has so much stuff that's so handy for repairing and cleaning clothes. I don't like to pick up clothes that need a lot of repairs, but if I do and it suddenly has something that needs to be fixed, I can sew it or tidy it up really easily. Sew a button on, that kind of thing. I also recommend getting some kind of magic spot remover or OxyClean. OxyClean can sometimes have bleach in it and bleach clothes, so there's something called Grandma's Magic Spot Remover, and I absolutely love it. You put it on the stain, you let it sit like for a few hours, wash it out, and it really works pretty well. So I would definitely recommend that. You can also, of course, use Dawn dish soap, hydrogen peroxide, and vinegar like all together, and that helps clean too. Like there's tons of homemade recipes for really good spot cleaners, but if you want to spend a couple bucks and get the Grandma's one, it's really good. Okay, and also this sweater shaver, I seriously could not live without. I use this so often just to clean up any pilling, any loose threads, things like that on clothing. This will seriously, it's really big, and you plug it in so it doesn't run out of batteries really quick. It is awesome. It's called the Wonder Lint, and I just roll it over my clothes and it seriously cleans everything up. Because you know how sometimes like even between the thighs on leggings it can pill, or on clothes it can pill where there's any friction. It just cleans it right up and makes it look new again. So definitely highly recommend this if you are going to be selling clothes. Okay, and also I almost forgot, I use Limo Studio lights. I have a lighting kit for my clothing for eBay. The issue, I'm just gonna be straight up, like I don't love using the lights that I have. Natural light just always creates a more clear, crisp picture for me. So I do use these in a pinch if it's cloudy, rainy, whatever, but lighting kits cast shadows and they're bright, but just, I don't know, nothing seems to capture the clothing as well as a lot of natural daylight. So if you have a really bright section of your house where you can do some flat lays or have a mannequin, then I would recommend that. But the Limo Studio ones are really good. They're very bright. They're really high quality. They're good if you're in a pinch, but I honestly don't think you need a lighting kit if you're just getting started. As far as my photo setup goes, I just use a fluffy white rug that I found from TJ Maxx. I think it's like 5.5 feet by 2 or 3 feet. I can't find it anywhere online. So honestly, like I will link a couple good options below, but you don't have to use a fluffy white rug. This is where you get to be creative and use your own imagination, use like a different kind of mat rug, different kind of setup. There is photo paper on Amazon that I'll link to that has really unique backgrounds like brick or wood. I also include a little flower with my image. I don't know why, maybe that's tacky, I don't care. But I have a little flower and a fake flower in a pot that I use with my photos as well. And there are plenty of those you can just honestly find at TJ Maxx or Marshall's or Home Goods, you know, anywhere that sells that kind of stuff. You will find very easily. Well, that just about does it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to answer questions as much as I can. But yeah, until next time, you guys, I will catch you later.